how to schedule a date via text message. So you meet somebody in person, everything's going great, you've got their phone number, you know you want to organize a date, but you just don't know how to set it up. It's actually incredibly easy to do. One of the key points is you need to be excited about something that's happening. Now, what I like to use are the adverts that constantly populate all over social media. Most of you have probably seen like the, musical by candlelight. It's these weird ads that pop up absolutely everywhere, especially if you're in the Austin, Texas area, because we're swamped by them. But there'll be these local date suggestions that pop up as ads where a company is spending money to show it off. Or there's an art gallery called Wonder Spaces that constantly popped up in my ad feed. What's great about this is the ad is doing the work for you by selling you on the event. So this is great because then you can be excited about it, and in text message you can say to somebody, oh my God, have you seen the ad for, and then insert whatever activity is that you think they may want to do that you want to do. Chances are they're going to have seen it as well, and they go, yeah, my social media feed is packed with ads for it. So at this point, we've got a conversation on the date that we know that we want to try, so I'm going to be like, well, have you ever wanted to go? Once again, we're not leading with we should go sometime, we're just trying to find out their interest. Now, if they don't want to go, if they're like, no, I've never wanted to do that, we go, yeah, no problem, I was just curious. And then we can shift the conversation and keep going. And then later on, we can bring up another one and try again. But chances are, if the ads are working correctly and it's a really cool ad and you've learned enough about them to know that this is something they like, then they're likely to say yes. I'm like, oh my God, yes, I've always wanted to go. And that's when I put like, me too, I've always wanted to go too. You know what, I'm thinking about setting up a date at some point soon and going. Do you want to come with me? Now, this is really important. I'm not saying, should we go together? I'm saying, I'm gonna go. Do you want to come with me? This is one of the most attractive things you can do because you're making it clear that you are going to take this action. Whether they come with you or not is irrelevant, but you're inviting them. Now that's good because if they don't come with you, you can invite somebody else, you can go on the activity anyway. And if you followed some of my other texting advice, you'll know that one of the things I suggest doing is taking like private pictures of you doing cool things, and rather than putting them on social media, sending them to people and being like, oh my God, it was so fun, you totally missed out. This creates fear of missing out. And better yet, they recognize that they were invited first. If they don't go, you're gonna go with somebody else. Now, you could go with somebody where you're not actually dating them, but if you end up going with somebody who is quite attractive and you hang out with them and they just happen to be into the picture, whether you're dating them or not, you might create that fear of missing out. We're not going for jealousy, we just wanna make them recognize that you went out with somebody that was really cool and attractive and they could have been that person if they'd just said yes. That fear of missing out actually makes them much more likely to want to come out on the next one. And this is great because for all they know, the person that's in that picture with you could be your cousin or just a close friend. But it's awesome because it still triggers that fear of missing out. And you know that you've done it right if they say, who are you out with? And that means you really nailed it right. But this is a great way of getting somebody to, if not going out on the first one, definitely coming out on the second one. Although typically if you follow this correctly and you've picked it right, they'll usually say yes first time round. If you got something out of the dating advice that I shared with you in this video, then I'd like to give you something else. I've created a completely free guide that breaks down how to be naturally attractive to women so they chase you. If you're interested in getting it, then look for the link in the description of this video and you'll be able to go there, click it, and download that guide completely for free today. Go and get the guide.